So he finally popped the question, and you got your rock. And now, every evening, you repeat that special new moment in your mind. And are so very happy that it's real life. In fact, you love your ring so much that you want a special place to keep it. That special place seems to be the drawer. Okay, the drawer would do. No, wait. No, that's not right. That special place, it should be on my hand. Yes, I'll just sleep with it. I'll just sleep. Wait, I have an idea. Here is how to make DIY jewelry tray bridal edition. Okie doke, so I wanted to put out the materials you're gonna need. We are gonna use air dry clay, cling foil, rolling pin, cardboard, drawing compass or something circular, scissors, ruler, pencil, craft knife, silver sharpie, masking tape, small paintbrush, glass of water, latex gloves, rolling pin. Yes, I'm well aware I put that twice in there. I'm sorry. Sanding paper, acrylic pearlescent spray paint, and a cutting mat. I also forgot to put baking or cooking paper, so here I'm gonna do it discreetly. Let's get started. So, we are gonna wanna do a circle just to start. And I'm gonna divide it in the middle. If you did ever in your life any technical drawing, this will be a bit easier, but don't get scared. I'm just doing a basic circle and triangle shape to form my ring. And this is the picture I took as a reference. It's the same one I'm looking on my phone. And so I hope you can understand what I'm doing. Basically, just try to measure both sides equally of the diamond. And we cut it out. Now that we have it cut out, as you can see, I traced it on a piece of cardboard. This cardboard should be not so thin like the cereal type, but a bit thicker, because you want it to be sturdy. We're gonna hold the clay on it, so it should be resistant enough. Now we cut it out, and then we move on into what is the height of the diamond. And I'm measuring here about 3 centimeters. I'm gonna put all the measurements in the description box. But basically, I'm cutting out that, and you'll know what I mean by height in a second. So, now that we have it cut it out, I'm gonna do an extra one because I'm gonna need a lot. And I know it's not enough already. So here I am doing the same steps. You trace 3 centimeters and then cut it out. As you can see, my broke in the middle, but that does not matter. It's not gonna really interfere. I'm just gonna tape it. And the next step is, instead of measuring each side of the diamond, I'm just gonna eyeball it and cut it. As you can see, I'm tracing where it should be. So this is a way to skip corners. You just have to cut the measurements according to what you already have instead of using your ruler. And as you can see, we're having one little side of height per side. So we have a piece of cardboard per side and it's gonna be your height. Now, you asked me how are we gonna do the circle for the height? There is a very special way that I learned back when I studied design, and this is creating little slits, I think. And so I'm gonna do it every 0.5 centimeters. And the reason why is if you make slits, you're able to manipulate your cardboard like I'm showing you here. And slit means that it's a cut with your craft knife deep enough for the cardboard to have some depth, but not all the way to cut it. So the opposite side should be fine and you shouldn't be able to see the cuts or the slits. Right, now that you're finished, you can start sticking with tape where they belong. Try to make them as tight as possible and use as much tape as you need. I certainly use a lot so it wouldn't move. Now, you can bend your cardboard nicely and shape it into the circle. And there you have it, that's your height. How great. I just love this hack. Once you have your shape, it should look something like this. And don't worry about the back. If it looks messy, that's all right. We're not gonna use that. Right, get out your cooking paper and start molding with your hand heat the clay. It should be a nice consistency. Just do a ball, doesn't matter if it's not perfect. And as you can see, I don't have a rolling pin, so I'm using my cling foil. Yeah. So start rolling it and try to make like a tortilla shape or a circle. And it's gonna take a good while. Just keep going and make a shape that will cover the tray enough. I quickly realized I needed more clay, so if you need to add more and stop the process, just do it. It's very, very well worth it. Something I want to mention is that you want this to be thin enough to dry quick, but thick enough to not break. So I think you'll know once you're making it. Try to test it. The air dry clay does shrink a wee bit, so make it a bit thicker. It's always better a teeny bit thicker than thinner, but here you see my result. It ended up being perfect thickness. So I just measure it and make sure it fits into the diamond shape. And now we're gonna use our handy cling foil. Cover up as tight as you can around the mold that you created. Now we put on top the clay, and this is my favorite part because I just feel like a pottery artist, even though it's not related at all. I feel like my hands could create beautiful things. And so here I am shaping it. Take your time. It took me about an hour to get exactly the results I wanted. If you go too fast, the clay might break or rip, and definitely you don't want that. So once you are sure you have extra, you can start cutting a bit from the edges. Don't worry about any foils because we're gonna make sure it's smooth once the shape is there. Guys, it's very important, I forgot to mention it, but the neck that is supporting the diamond and the circle. I wish I did it a bit more broad because it's fairly thin. Nothing happened, it did work, but if you can make it thicker, like maybe add an inch, that would be perfect. I was lucky enough to have this coaster and that fit perfectly, so that helped me smooth my circle out. Once I cut all the edges, this is what I had. Now we're gonna grab our glass of water and pencil brush. Just lightly try to get rid of the marks that we done with the scissors and smooth it out. Water is making the clay to go smooth again and sticky, so don't use too much. Only use it to smooth out everything inside. This part is so satisfying. Really enjoy it. As you can see, I'm using the back of the brush as well to smooth it even further. I'm moving in circles. The diamond, really there's no rules, I'm just winging it, but I'm enjoying every bit of it. Once you're semi-happy with your result, as you can see here, you're gonna have to let it dry for a day or two. I ended up drying it for 2 days, so good luck. 2 days after, this is what I had. It's not perfect, there's rough edges, but oh my, that's gonna change. So get your gloves and grab your sanding paper. I'm showing you a close-up of how messy it is. It even has like dust inside and marks, and well, you know, it's handmade, so now we're gonna sand down as much as possible. I found this technique very useful when you lay it on the mat and scrape. This is how much it had to scrape, guys. It was about 2 hours, but it was well worth it, and it went by quick. It's because I was doing a slow process. I was scared that it would break, but it ended up looking so smooth, like wow. And as I mentioned, please, that neck where the circle and diamond connects, if you can, make it thicker. Right, we go outside and we use our Pearlescent paint because I wanted like a nice ivory, pearly, just bright vibes color. So that's what I'm doing here. I give it about 3 coats, allowing it to dry in between each. I'm gonna take as a reference the Mises, and just kind of like a freehand style of Mises. I love to use different references from pictures that already exist, but I was really satisfied with this. I only use a Sharpie for this as well. I was gonna use a gold, but then it was not as intense as my silver, so I just went for the silver, which it ended up looking really nice as well. Can't complain. You can add the diamond shape if you want, which is what I'm doing here. And also, it still look a bit plain, so I even added further a line representing the ring. Reveal time! Oh my god! You made your own jewelry tray for bride! Guys, I'm well aware you can buy this for like not so expensive, but what's the point of it when you can make something so cute and have it for life? I adore this and I use it all the time. I even added like bump stickers in the back to make sure it doesn't slip. So you can do that if you want, but I love the results. And those raw edges just represent my hard work, and I'm proud of it. So if you want, give it a try if you're an adventurous bride. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Helen and I'm a Mexican living in Ireland. I have a lot of more DIYs coming. Please subscribe if you would like to see them. Bye!